20% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat or the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know. But no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Todd's picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist.
This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now every
Sound, Curtis got the sound. Welcome to Sunday Night Hockey. We have this warm-up match to the championship game tomorrow. Championship game definitely going to be between CAC and Seattle, the two teams on the ice tonight. So we're going to see and feel out the opponents. Looks like some, oh no, they're just picking up pucks in the near net. Team's almost ready to go. Parents filtering in from the Oasis, where we, hey everybody, where we were having dinner against a beautiful backdrop. Very nice vista. No video, how come we don't have video? How do, oh. Thanks, sweetie. Okay, we're back. My bad. We're still setting up the scoreboard as we're just starting here. Alright, whistle goes. Puck's about to be dropped. And we're ready to go. Love you too, sweetie. We're ready to go here in Leander, Texas, just outside of Austin for the Austin Cup. Puck's dropped, heads into the Seattle zone, comes back to the line, Eagle holds the line. Directed towards the net, and we're gonna get our first stop of the game here as the puck rolls up on the Seattle goaltender. This is live, and I don't want that live. See if I can change that before. All right, puck put back into the Seattle zone. Swept back, ooh, down low. Here's a chance for the Canadians. That's fired wide by Jacob Hoare. Comes back to the line. Eagle holds the line. Throws into Hoare. Fired across the ice. There's a rip by West. Saved by the Seattle goaltender. Puck comes from Thor. Back to Hoare. Back to the point. Eagle rips one. And that is going to be captured by the Mets goaltender. And we get a stop here in the first period. I believe it's McMahon in net, number 35 for the Mets. He's going to be matched against Kyle Webster of the Canadians, sitting in the Canadians' goal. Webster gets a touch on the puck, moves it over, skips past Duffett. Seattle keeps that down low. Zahara with it. He's going to rush that up the right side. His exit pass comes off the boards. Second attempt gets it into the neutral zone. Seattle's going to swip that back to the Canadian side. Webster out to play, quickly moves it around the boards, looking for Dollywall. Dollywall seals that against the boards. Seattle chips it loose. Dollywall over to Frostad. Frostad putting that all the way down the ice. Is it chipped? Yeah, it chipped, so icing waved off. Picked up behind the net by Wilkins Jr. That's broken up by the Canadians inside the zone. Oh, that's going to come away with it. Trying to dance in was number 9. He is stripped of the puck. Canadians put the puck into the net zone, and that's going to end up being an icing call. A little bit of a slip by Burnett trying to rush into the zone. And we'll get a stop in play. Well, I'm going to say, I don't know, 13:56 left in the first period. Maybe 13:16. There we go. I think that looks closer. Draw picked up by the Mets. They get it out to center. Dumped in the right side into the Canadian zone. Back to play it is all right. Oh, a big pound in the corner. Canadians going to come away with the puck. Dollywall gets that out. And heading up the left side is Burnett. Burnett trying to squeak around Perrin. Perrin wins that battle. Mets take it behind their net. Coming over to the right side. Trying to break out of the zone. Canadians holding them up. Only for a moment. Coming right down Main Street. Simpson for the Mets. Loses control of the puck. Webster puts that over the right side. Mets get that back. Slot pass. That is kicked wide by number 33, Hewitt. Turcotte with the puck. Puts it off the boards. That is intercepted in the Canadian zone, but the Mets couldn't keep it on the stick. All right. Stretch pass for Schufelt. Schufelt coming up the right side into the Met zone. Hangs on, looking for a trailer. Couldn't find one. Takes the puck into the boards. Richard keeps the puck in the zone. Chops it down the boards. Down low, looking for Schufelt to catch up to. Beat to the puck by the Seattle defenseman. Turned over at center. And then back into the Seattle hands. They're going to dump that into the Canadian zone. Eagle back to play it. Drops that back for Morris. Morris off the boards, looking for Heck. Number 8 picks that up. That is Reinberger for the Mets. Mets have the puck in their own zone. Put up the near side. That's cut off by the Canadians. Walking away with it is Heck. He takes that up the left wing, dumps that into the corner. Caught behind the net by McMahon. Sets that up for the Seattle D. Seattle breaking out to the near side. It's chipped into the Canadian zone. Down low for it is number 88. Canadians get it back on the left side. Put out to the neutral zone. 98 knocks that down. I think that's Lynn. Canadians have that in their own zone. Hoare back to the right side. Comes out in front. Thorvaldsen's going to clear that. Moves it quickly up the ice to Hoare. Hoare sees the pass going up the middle. Couldn't quite put the Jets on fast enough to get there. Puts it deep for West, though. West throws that in the corner. Hoare couldn't quite chase it up. And the Mets take it across center and dump that into the Canadian zone. Up on the near side. Dump it. Hard off the boards. Held in at the point by the Mets. Centering pass by Armstrong. That's cleared away by Frostad. Larson puts that down low for Armstrong. Armstrong, centering pass, there's a chance. Webster steps into that one and hangs on for the whistle. And we got to stop here with, let's see here. Oh, geez. 10:22 left in the first period. Puck's dropped in the Canadian zone. Canadians with control. Frostad tried to center that to Thorvaldsen. It hops past him. Then he knocks it down. Thorvaldsen rushing into the zone. All around. There's a rip. And it goes top shelf. And the Canadians open up the scoring in the first period after Thorvaldsen blocks the pass from the Mets and puts it top shelf behind the Mets goaltender. And that puts the Canadians in front 1-0. Face off, won by the Mets. Enriquez Gomez knocks it down, but it bounces back to Turcotte. Turcotte hanging on to it. He has to go behind his own net to reset. Comes over to the right side. Gets that to Yamniak. Yamniak up to Zahara. Zahara almost got a step. Chopped off his stick though. Loose puck picked up by Zadek. Moves that to the left side. Canadians get a hold of it. Enriquez Gomez is going to dump that into the right corner. Me gusta CAC. Here comes the Mets into the Canadian zone, walking to the left side, number 21. That's Ziadek. He's going to dump that down low. Canadians trying to move it out. Clark takes that back for the Mets into the slot, trying to jam it away. And Ulrich is going to swipe that to the near corner. Battle for it with Rayner. Puck comes down low. Rayner trying to chase it up. Turcotte there first. Gets the puck up to Yamiak. Yamiak centers that, looking for Zahara. It skips over to the near board. Zahara still follows it up. Now he's going to put it down the ice. Oops. That's going to be an icing call. And the play stops with, let's say, 9:13 left in the first period. Draw. The left side in the Canadian zone. Puck's dropped. Mets initially won it, but the Canadians jump on it. Chip it down the ice. Dollywall on the left side. Centering pass looking for Burnett, and they couldn't tap it home. Picks it up in the corner, though. Slides it behind the net for Dollywall. Mets get a piece of it. They're going to roll that down the ice. Right onto Webster. He has to play it. Gets that over to Eagle. Still in the Canadian zone. Now Eagle moves to the right side. Centers that for Burnett. Burnett popping it in. It's dropped off his stick. Mets hard off the boards. Rolls into the Canadian zone. Webster out to play it. Has to move it quickly. Gets that to Heck. Heck chips that out to the neutral zone. Dumped back in by number 8 of the Mets, Reinberger. At center, the Met Simpson disrupts the pass from the Canadians. Tries to rev it in the zone, but Eagle takes that away. Mets keep it in the zone. No, and then Schufelt wins that battle and chops it out to the neutral zone. Mets on the left side. Centering pass. Picked up by number 88, Bragg. To the right side, the Canadians have it. Schufelt gets into the zone. Luckily, not called offside as Morris was carried on across the blue line on the left side. Again, not caught with this 2-referee, no linesman system. Mets dump that out to center. That's kicked down by Duffett. He gets the puck over to Richard, who puts it deep into the Met zone. Mets behind their own net. Oh, that's coughed up to Frostad. Over to Thorvaldsen. Thorvaldsen rips that wide. Puck rolling on him. Picked in at the point by Duffett. Mets, though, pick it up in the high slot, rush it out of the zone. Here they come across center. Shot by number 21, Ziadek, blocked by the Canadians. Loose puck over to Frostad on the right side, chipped out to the neutral zone by West, and picked up by Lynn. Lynn circles around. Frostad takes the puck away. West tries to dump it in. That is a much more obvious offside, and we'll get a stop in play here. Stop in play with 7:23 left in the second period. Puck into the Met zone. On the backhand, Canadians go. Oh, West trying to move that in. He is caught. Puck comes back to Hoare on the right side. Back to the point for Frostad. Frostad shot in front. West trying to battle away. Comes loose. Thorvaldsen to Hoare. Back to the point for Frostad. Shot in front. Pad save by McMahon. Puck put over to the right side. Frostad with it. Centering pass broken up by the Mets. They gently put it out to the neutral zone. Duffett hustles back for it. Duffett looking for that pass. It's off the skate of Zahara and ends up out of play. Face-off will be in the neutral zone. It's 1-0 for the Canadians. I think that says 3. That can't be 3. It's got to be like 6. Run, we'll say 6:17 left in the first period. Puck in the Canadian zone, moved behind the net, over to the left side. Rikus Gomez, Ulrich, up to Yamniak. Put out to the neutral zone, chipped back in. Mets gain it in their own zone. Try to stretch that up the ice, but Turcotte finds a loose puck. Now put to the left side for Rikus Gomez, reverse hit. Gets the puck over to Zahara, moves behind the net. There's a rip right on to, again, McMahon. Canadians keeping the zone, off the stick of Ulrich, trying to drive it in. To the right side, Turcotte. Right on the goalie's pad. Left side, Yamniak puts that to Ulrich, over to Turcotte on the right side. Turcotte trying to drag that down. Excuse me. Oh, and Ulrich couldn't quite keep it in on the left side. Comes out to center. Pestered by the Mets. I think it was Mets number 2, Armstrong. Here they come the Mets towards the Canadian side. Break it in, it's number 8 on Webster. Oh, and it's a 5-hole goal. Dan Reinberger coming off the bench, rushes in and dances into the zone. All by himself against Webster and just puts it past the Canadian goaltender. And the Mets have evened up the score with, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes left in the first period. I'll take a look in a second. Oh, that focus is a little off. Okay, I'll see if I can make that change at the break. Burnett up the right side. Turned over. Here's the Mets back into the Canadian zone again. Oh, Morris does a great back check coming back against number 33, Hewitt. Puck goes to the right side. Taylor with it. Bragg keeps it in the zone. There's a shot from the point wide of the mark. Morris is going to get there first for the Canadians. Jams it up to Dollywall. Dollywall hits Eagle. Eagle coming up the right side with speed. Gets across center. Hard around the boards, and they're going to put 2 in the box. One of them will be number 18, Mr. Evan Morris. The other will be number 33, Mr. Carson Hewitt. And will remain 5-on-5 with the face-off inside the Met zone on the left side of the screen. Mets win the draw. They put up the left side, try to center that. It wasn't clean break, but they get it to number 21, Zedek, who just dances in zone. Now the puck's put down the ice. Icing waved off as it ends up in the Canadian zone. Duffett, near side for Frostad. Frostad returns that to Duffett. Duffett coming up the left side, makes the pass to Heck. Heck, cross-ice pass for Frostad. Frostad rushing in the right side. Hangs on, looking for a trailer. In front, Richard, back to Heck. Heck back, looking for Richard. That is blocked by the Mets. Puck comes back to the blue line. Frostad dances in, keeps walking with it. Frostad into the slot, there's a shot, and what a glove save by McMahon. As Frostad was able to find a chance to rifle it, but he couldn't beat the Mets goaltender. Play stops in the first period with 3:33 to go. Face off won by the Mets. They put it off the glass, and it's rolling into the Canadian zone. Picked up by Duffett. Duffett over to Frostad. Frostad back to Hoare. Hoare comes in, sidesteps a check. Over to Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson on the left side. Decides to hang on to the puck. Throws it around the boards. Picked up by Frostad. Dumped towards the net. And McMahon was ready for that one. Takes that in the chest and hangs on. Face-off will be right side in the Met zone. Canadians win it so cleanly. It comes up on the near boards. 2:50 to go in the first period. Puck in the near side of the Canadian zone. Or the left side. Turcotte off the boards, looking for West. Chipped down by Clark of the Mets. Turcotte gets it. He's going to put it into the left corner for Ulrich. Ulrich. Still battling for it. Now it comes loose for Thorvaldsen. Thorvaldsen. Up to Schufeld. Up to Hoare. Hoare coming across center. Makes a move to his right side. Puck chopped off his stick, but he gets it deep for Thorvaldsen. Thorvaldsen with West on the trail. And West rips one from the high slot, trying to get a quick shot on to the Mets goaltender McCann, but McCann hanging on to that one. Great position by the Seattle goaltender, and a quick reaction as well. Let's say there's 2:08 left in the first period. Draw on the right side in the Mets zone. Mets win it. Can't get it past Eagle holding the line though. Moves that into the skates of Zahara. Puck's down low. They're going to battle for it behind the Mets net. Canadians win it. It's back to the point. Left side for Morris. Morris now fires that into traffic. Knocked down by Zahara. Yamiak tried to follow that up, but the Mets are going to get that over to the right side and into the Canadian zone. Trying to dig deep. Number 10, I think. That was number 90, sorry. Trying to drag that down low and into the Canadian zone. Ooh, arm of the official up. Canadian's going to end up. Nope. Oh, that was a delayed offside, I see. Oh, a collision right at the blue line. Bragg. Taken out of the play. Canadians moving up the left side. Here is Taylor with it. Taylor tried to bank that off the goalie. Comes over to the right boards. Matt's able to clear that out to center. Frostad walking that in with speed now. Makes a move to the left. Long shot. McCann with the save. Rebound. Puck still available. It's in the blue paint. And the Canadians can't tuck it home. McCann strong down low. Stopping play late in the first period. We're under oh no, we're just over a minute. I think it's like 1:21 left in the first. Oh, we're looking at our ladies. Folks, now's a good time to tell you that it's Jeff Heck running the camera tonight. You're in for a treat. Oh, backhand shot by Taylor just wide of the post. Dollywall keeps in the zone. Or wait, that was Burnett keeping the zone. Tried to move it back to Taylor. Mets are going to move that down the ice. Ooh, collision behind the Canadians' net. Puck goes loose to the far side. Larson and Burnett meeting. Chopped loose. Duffett finds loose puck. Stretches that down the ice for Dollywall. Dollywall coming up the right wing. Hanging on to it. Has to dig down low. Gets it to Richard. Down to Dollywall in front. Shot by Burnett. Hit traffic. Here comes the Mets. Late in the first period. Oh, that is flipped out of play. And we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. I think there's 26 seconds left in the period. Face off at center. Canadians win it. Here's Ulrich coming up the left side. Puck gets into the Mets zone. Mets gonna slide that down the ice, and that will take us into our first intermission. So, the two top teams in the tournament putting on a good battle here. Gotta say we're impressed. Oh, we're gonna look at shots on goal. 2-13. Oh, 13-2 in favor of the Canadians. Jeff just doing what he does. So, we all like to share stories when we're on the road. On the way here, Carrie was going through the drive-thru of Dutch Brothers. It's a coffee place. It's pretty much all just drive-through. So we're heading through, and we share that we're Canadian in the drive-through line, and this little redhead pipes up, "Oh, you're Canadian? We had a Canadian come through yesterday. He was driving a white minivan with a bunch of hockey players. Are you here for hockey?" And we're like, "That is so Ross." And so this little redhead says, "Oh, you tell him to come back here. I want to talk to him. He's such a sweet guy." So Ross, no coffee tonight. Maybe you can go visit her tomorrow. He might leave a girl lonely in Texas, though. We're gonna have to go home soon. All right. Ready for the second period. Teams tied up at 1. Canadians win the draw, take it in their own zone. Schufel trying to move up the near side. That's cut off by number 90. Number 90, I don't know what his name is. Putt puck into the Canadian zone, though. In the Seattle zone. Larson moves that to the right side, kept in at the point by Morse. Shot, deflected just off the mark. Comes over to the near board. Put out to center. Eagle knocks it down. Eagle, right side for Morris. Morris dumps that into the left corner. Dick tries to move it out, but Heck keeps it in the zone. Lewis gets a chance now to rush it up the ice. Lewis coming up the left side into the Canadian zone now. There's a shot that's blocked, comes off the end boards, off the back side of the net. They're going to battle for it. Canadians coming away with it. Trying to lead that down the ice. Here's a rush for it. Is West going to get there first? No, swiped off the stick by Rayner. Canadians keep the puck in the zone though. West hard around the boards. On the right side for Morris. Morris tried to move it down in the slot. That was kicked away by Rayner. Rayner's going to put that down the ice. We'll have an icing call here. You didn't fix the picture. It's blurry. Yeah, okay, thanks, Mama. Yeah. We'll try again later. Let's see here. Seattle puts the puck down the left side into the Canadian zone. Canadians coming back up the ice with it. Oh, nice stretch pass. And there's the hair. Will put that into the back of the net. And the Canadians regain the lead. Then just gonna do the funky chicken. What a nice stretch pass by Duffett, hitting David Zahara. And the Canadians regain the lead early in the second period. Puck in the Met zone. Thorlson moves that down to Hoare. Back to the point for Frostad. Frostad over to Thorlson. Thorlson will put it back to Frostad at the point. Down low on the pads of McMahon. Skips over to Duffett. Duffett keeps it in the zone. Sends it around the boards to the near side. Parent's going to get there for the Mets. Get that out to center. Frostad knocks it down. Quickly over to Duffett. Skips past Duffett, but he rushes to the boards to move it. Thorlson up the ice for Hoare. Hoare dumps that in. McMahon stops it behind the net. Leaves that for Parent. West pushes him off. Thorlson puts that back for Turcotte. Turcotte hangs onto it. Into the slot looking for West. Carlson breaks that up. And Ante Lynn is going to move that up the ice. Knocked down by Turcotte. Turcotte with it. Ends up in the skates of Ulrich. Dumped into the Met zone. That's going to be an icing call. And we got to stop in play with, I think it's 12-10 left in the 12:10 left in the second period. Face off right side in the Canadian zone. Word has it, Jeff is doing the rest of the camera work for the tournament, so this game and the next. Send requests. We'll see if we can find your favorite fan. Oh, quick shot. McMahon makes the save, and it pops underneath him. Yamniak trying to shovel that the rest of the way. Seattle goaltender doing a great job hanging on. Oh yeah, coaches decided to come to the tournament too. They're on the bench. Get a picture of them once in a while. Bragg gets the puck for the Mets, bounces off the boards. Gonna end up back in the Canadian zone. Webster out to play it. Gets that to Enriquez Gomez. We'll battle for it right at the boards. Canadians win that one. Zahara over to Yamniak, chopped off his stick. Moving it back up the ice, number 21, Ziadek. Ziadek up to or turned over in the Canadian zone. Canadians move it up the near boards. Dumped into the Seattle zone. Puck behind their net. Ziadek moving that up the ice. Tipped away by Taylor. Handed right back to Dollywall. Dollywall ends up with speed, right side. Oh, and whipped on it was Taylor. He had a great opportunity there, but he does get the puck back. Puts it down low, looking for Burnett. Burnett couldn't get the stick on it. Swept up the boards by Renneberger. Seattle dumps that into the Canadian zone. Picked up by number 90. Centering pass for number 8. There's a shot. Webster comes out and jumps on the rebound quite quickly as he takes that high off the chest. Whistle goes here with 10:38 left in the second period. Puck's dropped in the Canadian zone. Canadians win it. Eagle behind the net. Trying to stretch that down. Looking for Schufelt. It's on the goaltender, but it's like a delayed offside. Mets move it out of the zone. Could have been Schufelt. It's not even on the ice right now. Gonna stretch this down the ice again. Canadians think they see a gap in the Seattle game, but not this time. They're able to keep it in, and a quick shot on Webster. He has to be sharp there, but sharp as a doctor's scalpel. He makes the stop with, again, it's like, I don't know, 10:22 or something left in the second period. Face off, left side in the Canadian zone. The Mets win it, but that shot blocked in traffic, picked up by the Canadians, put down the ice again. Here's the Mets, number 3 pairing with it, over to Larson. Larson sends that to the open side. Duffett's gonna get that for the Canadians. Duffett, over to Frostad, back to Duffett. Centered up to Schufelt. Here comes Schufelt into the zone. Works it down to the right side. Moves that back to Richard. Ooh, Schufelt tied up with Larson down low. Both get up, dust themselves off, return to play. Frostad with a shot from the point, knocked down Schufelt, tries to whack at it. That is blocked by Perrin and picked up by Larson. Schufelt kicks that around, and Larson puts the body between him and the puck, keeps possession of it. Now it comes over to Perrin on the left side. Back for Richard. He tried to center that. That hits a body and ends up in the neutral zone where Frostad gets it. Frostad rips that into the right corner of the Mets zone. Ziadek's going to load up and come through center. Rushes it up, comes inside, and Ulrich pushes him off the puck. Near side. Oop. At the end, sorry. The Mets will head into the box here. And the Canadians will be on, right? Has it been on Webby the whole time? I hope not. Maybe my Buttons aren't working anymore. It's because I dropped my remote. Canadians on the power play starting in their own zone. Moved over to the right side. Walking it in. Zahara centers that, knocked down by Lewis. Dollywall gets the puck back. Over to Zahara. There's a slap shot. Lewis makes that block. Zahara with it again. Back to the point for Frostad. Over to Thorvaldson. Frostad taking a look. Left side for Hoare. Hoare with it. Down low for Dollywall. Dollywall left all alone. Tucks it. And it's still loose. McMahon reaches out and is able to get maybe the blade of his stick on top to cover it. And we get a stop here with 8:20 left in the second period. Face off right side in the Met zone. Canadians win it. Hoare with the puck on the left side. Out in front, McMahon makes the save. Loose puck given back to Hoare. Hoare shovels that down low. Tried to return that back was Dollywall, but that's going to end up all the way back in the Canadian zone. Frostad, left side for Hoare. Hoare dumping that deep into the Met zone. Dollywall goes into the corner, absorbs the check. Mets move it around. And it's going to roll around the boards back to center. Frostad with it. Frostad, right side to Dollywall. Dollywall. Oh, his pass rolls off his stick. Mets get a piece of it. Eagle in his own zone. Moves it up to Dollywall. He chips that in. He's going to go for a change. Mets trying to move that over the near side. Held in by Eagle, but Eagle actually ends up firing it out of play. Face off. Should be in the neutral zone. Mets have killed off their penalty. They're back to full strength. And they win the next draw. Canadians hold it against the left boards, though. Puck comes away with it, gets it to Eagle. Eagle, right side for Morris. Morris with space. Walking that down low. In front for Schufeld, tipped on. And it's tipped back on the near side by Richard. And a great play by the Canadians. The rebound eventually picked up by Richard. He taps that into the back of the net. Helpers from Schufeld and Morris. Canadians now go up 3-1 here in the second period. Puck's dropped. Let's win it. They slide that into the Canadian zone. Number 9, he rushes to the right side. Long shot on Webster and cleared away by the Canadians. Comes out to center. Knocked down by Osborne. He puts that back to the Canadian zone. Canadians, Morris waits for it. Moves it up the ice. Enriquez Gomez comes up the right side. Centers that back. Trailer, there's a rip, but it's comes in, and that's tapped in by Yamniak. There with the shot, but Yamniak finishes the play, and it's 4-1 for the Canadians. You are getting really good at this. Very smooth. Everybody's liking it. I'm getting lots of comments on. They like the fan shots. So they like the bench shots. Everybody's loving it. Especially Mr. Greg Eagle. Oh, it's tipped in front just wide. Comes over to the right side. Wilkins picks that up for the Mets. Moves that out to the central zone, but that's knocked down by Ulrich. Ulrich back into the Met zone. Williams, left side for Ziadek. Up for number 20. Drop back for number 23. Back to number 20, Larson with it. There's a shot. And it looks like the puck goes out of play. And we get a whistle here. lean over and we'll see how much time is left. We're gonna say 5:49. 5:49 left in the second period. And now our cameraman's dancing. That's why he's not on the play. This is fun. Tournaments are great, folks. Mets take the puck into their own zone. Canadians putting a lot of pressure on them. Larson moves that up the ice. Clark dropped back to number 21. Oh, shot Webster with the save, followed up. Oh, and it's put just wide by the Mets. Taylor with it. Moves that up to Ulrich. Ulrich to Dollywall. Dollywall to West, and West hustles into the zone. Now he stops, waits for your trailer. Goes to the left side to Turcotte. Turcotte puts that off the ankle of a player. Dollywall puts that back for Turcotte. Turcotte through traffic. That's knocked down by Ante Lee. Goes to the left side to number 88, Bragg. Bragg coming in. Oh, and Webster. Webster makes the save. Rebound swept over to the right corner. And it looks like the ref will blow the whistle on this one. He felt like the ref may have come off because he gestured to himself saying, that's on me. I'll take that one. And we're going to reset with a draw in the Canadian zone with 4:22 left in the second period. I think that was James Burnett there. Canadians coming out of their own zone after winning the draw. Thorvaldson back to Frostad, and that's Rip McMahon with the save. Canadians pick up the rebound though. Back to Frostad at the point, in front. Oh, and West tips that on. McMahon got a piece of that, driving that past the right post. Thorvaldson with the puck. Walking that down, Thorvaldson shoots that. Antilin with the the block. Core with it on the right side. Down low, West with it. Back to the point for Duffett. Left side for Frostad. Horror. Oh, and what a great toe save by McMahon. Horror almost put that past him on the short side. Thorvaldson keeps the puck alive on the boards. Good play there by number 10 Simpson to get that out to the neutral zone. Canadians dump it back in. Mets move that up the right side. Simpson with the puck. Hands that to Lewis. Lewis slides that towards the Canadian zone. That's blocked by Morris. Mets get it back on their own side. Thrown up the ice by Ante Lynn. Canadians get a hold of it, and Frostad's going to dump that back to the Mets side. Enriquez Gomez tips that into the Mets zone. The Mets take over again. Oh, it's broken up by Yamniak. Yamniak with it, puts that down low. That's cut off by Lewis. And Lewis is going to take an icing call here to get a change in. Where are we shouting out? All right. Shout out to Mr. James Burnett, working the box for the Canadians. He has no idea. Face-off won in the Mets zone by the Canadians, but the Mets rush up and take it away. Redenberg gets out to center, then met with Canadian resistance. Puck comes over to Zahara. Sorry, Zahara. And then Yamniak. Yamniak with it. Then in front looking for Enriquez Gomez. That is chipped wide. So it comes out. Zahara steals it back. When the net has come off. Fair is fair. The net came off, so the whistle goes as Zahara was loading up. I don't think the picture is fuzzy now. Canadians win the draw. Heck has the puck just roll off his stick and pull the trigger. Chipped into the Canadian zone. Delayed offside indicated. And we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Mets win that draw. Siedek puts that into the Canadian zone. Eagle pulls it out from the corner. Puts it to the right side for Morris. Mets chip it back down. Both teams still battling for it. Morris gets a hold of it, gets it over to Eagle, but that's cut off right away by the Mets. Mets now have possession in the Canadian zone. Put that high up, and it's going to roll into the neutral zone. Throwing it back in is number 65, Osborne. Canadians starting in their own zone. Here's Eagle. Throwing that up the middle, looking for Heck. Chipped over the near side, but Schufelt gets a hold of it. Heck makes a nice chip down for Schufelt. Schufelt into the zone, drives the net, but it's off the iron and out of play. Oh, Schufelt couldn't get it low enough. He just needed to lower that shot by half an inch, and it would have bounced in. And you can see McMahon giving praise to his favorite piece of equipment, the crossbar. At the point, Arch, McMahon has trouble handling it, but it does roll off his mask and then into his blocker. All right, it's a little fuzzy, I'll give you that. Dollywall puts it down low. Matt's Perrin's gonna get that. Move that up the ice, looking for Simpson. It's between his skates. That's gonna end up in the Canadian zone. And Webster will hang on to this one. Get a picture of Kyle Webster there as he smothers the puck, picks, and gets back up. Oh, and then we see Kyle Webster's parents sitting behind him, behind the glass. It's nice and warm over there. We did do one game behind there, but it's so quiet. I felt bad for how loud I speak doing these broadcasts. Mets down low, centered that. That's broken up by Duffett. Puck over to the left side. Kept in the zone by Perrin. He puts that around the boards. Duffett over to the near side. Trying to seal it in was Clark. Comes loose for the Canadians. Taylor up the boards for Dollywall. Dollywall shovels that up for Burnett. Burnett into the zone. Wilkins is going to beat him there, or Wilkins Jr. Moves the puck over to Perrin. Perrin has his pass knocked down by Taylor, but Perrin gets to keep on marching. Now it's turned over at center for Dollywall. Oh, Dollywall puts that onto the skate of Clark. Clark skates to the blue line, dumps it, goes for a change. Max Frostad with the puck. Hard to the right side to Duffett. Duffett up the ice for Dollywall. That's cut off by number 4, Wilkins Jr. He comes into the Canadian zone, ventures over to the left side. Drop pass for number 8, Renenberger. Canadians now get it back. Lifted up high. Lewis sweeps that over to the right side, and it bounces into the Canadian zone, and Duffett with it. Duffett over to Frostad. Frostad takes that into the corner. Wanted to seal it, and then decides to move it around to the left side. And the buzzer goes here on the second period. I'm going to take a very quick break here, folks, and I'll be right back. All right. Yeah. Oh, shoot. The CRTC is going to be looking for Jeff Heck after the game. Lucky for us, we put him on mute. Yeah. The puck comes into the Canadian zone. Picked up by, let's see here. It was picked up by Frostad. Frostad right side for West. Skips past him. It's going to be an icing call. And we're all having fun here. Well, folks, I hear it's about to get real cold in Edmonton. We might take a boat and just stay an extra few days in Texas. Today was a beautiful day. Morning was dark and stormy, but it sure turned nice by the time we got back to the hotel. Danes with the puck in the zone. Morris chips that up the left side, helped by Zahara, getting that into the zone. That's put that to the left side. They have to reverse back to the right side. Comes up the boards. Eagle keeps that in the zone. Enriquez Gomez on the left side. Has to battle against number 4 Perrin. Battle for it on those boards. Scope. Perrin gets a hold of it, puts it behind the Seattle net. Or was that Wilkins Jr. moving it to Perrin? There we go. Centering pass broken up by the Canadians. Here's Eagle coming up the left side. Drops that back for Morris. Morris had to hustle up to it. Over to Zahara. Chips that up to Burnett. Burnett is into the zone. Centering pass looking for Dollywall on the trail. Puck chopped away from him. Taylor keeps it in. Burnett does a good job keeping it in, but Mets get it back right away. They're going to move it up the ice. Coming up the right side into the Canadian zone. Centering pass. That's broken up by Dollywall. Chipped over to the near boards. Duffett bumps his man off the puck. And it's picked up by Taylor behind the net. Taylor. Right side for Frostad. Frostad gets that up the ice to Duffett. Duffett looking for Burnett. It hit a stick and it's picked up by Ziadek. Ziadek lost it to the Canadians. Here's a rip by Taylor. And McCann is ending. He's going to hang on to that one. We're going to get a stop here with, you're good, 12-14 left in the third period. So after this morning's game, 19-1 win for the Canadians over Florida Fury. All the parents went back to the hotel room, had hotel lobby, and had second breakfast. And it took a team of 3 to figure out how to find the Canadian men's hockey game on the telly. We eventually did. Watched the whole game down there. The staff was really cool about it, with all our cheering and stuff. And it was just a lovely time. Here's Schufelt into the zone. Jump pass for Heck. And Heck lost in the near boards. Seattle gets that out to center. Centering pass. Broken up by the Canadians. Heck gets that out, going to the right side. The whistle goes here. And it looks like an equipment malfunction for McCann. So he asked for some assistance. The ref blew the whistle. Don't know if it's a skate problem, but it's O'Connell coming in for Seattle now. So it's been a goalie change. We'll see if it's just equipment, and McCann will be back out. Yeah, I got the goalie change. Yep. Maybe it was just halfway through the game. I'm not sure. Now, it looks like on the left side, I'm looking over, McCann is definitely reaching down to his right skate or right pad, buckle maybe, trying to fix it. Face off will be right side in the Met zone. Canadians win it. There's a rip by Hoare. Hit a body, goes wide, I think. Put down low by West over to Thorwaldson. Put up the left side for Ulrich. That's sticked away by O'Connell. Tried to jam in front by Hoare. Blocked by the Mets. Blocked by the Mets, Wilkins Jr. Wilkins Jr. trying to skate it out the right side. Lost his footing. Drop pass by Thorwaldson. Hoare puts that around the boards for West. West tries to move that back to Thorwaldson. It's knocked down by the Mets. Mets coming up the right side. Kept in by Turcotte. Thorwaldson knocks that down for Hoare. Hoare walks out of the corner. Puts that down low for Thorwaldson. Thorwaldson coming over to the left side now. Wanted to hit West, but that's broken up by the Mets. Mets number 9. Maybe it's 8, Reinberger. Center back. There's Lewis. Oh, and a quick shot. Blocker saved by Webster. Puck still available. Ulrich gets that. Moves that over to Enriquez Gomez. That's blocked in the zone. Thorwaldson comes back for the loose puck. Moves that out. Looking for West. Skips past him. West is going to go for a change. Mets put the puck into the Canadian zone. Webster stops that behind the net. Moves it over to Ulrich. Over to Turcotte on the right side to Zahara. Chopped down into the near corner. Ulrich with it. Rolls gently back into the Mets zone where Osborne picks it up. Canadians on the forecheck, keep it in the Seattle zone. Drop back. Here's Yamiak with it. Yamiak down low. Seattle starting behind their own net. They move it to the right side. That's cut off by Eagle. Enriquez Gomez finds that at the blue line. Goes left side for Zahar. Zahar's shot. Oh, he was bumped trying to take it, so it ends up being a weak shot and covered up by O'Connell. And O'Connell will head to the bench. Back on will be McMahon. So O'Connell doing his job while McMahon was undergoing repairs. Now the starting goaltender is back out for the Mets. Canadians win the face-off. The shot following the draw hits a player, goes to the right corner. Put back to the point for Eagle. Eagle rips that. That is blocked. Picked up again by Enriquez Gomez. Enriquez Gomez on the left side had it taken away by the Mets. Mets now jam that out to the neutral zone. Eagle comes over for it. Eagle trying to battle to the right side. That's cut off by Larson. Loose puck goes down low where Morris picks it up. Far side, that's cut off by number 88, Bragg. Puck dumped back to the Canadian zone. Eagle goes to the right side. That hits the body. It's going to come to the right boards. Shoveled hard around the boards by Larson. Skips past Bragg. Taylor tries to move it out. Bragg gets it back for the Mets. Right side for Reisenberger. Reisenberger to Bragg. Bragg. Pass back to Bragg was broken up by Morris, but couldn't get it out of the zone. Now it comes out to the neutral zone. Eagle handles it. Gets that to Burnett. Burnett chips that towards the net. McCann chips that to the left side, picked up by Taylor. Mets with it. Trying to move that off the boards. That ends up out of play. And we get a stop with 7:46. 7:46 left in the second period. Yeah, look at that. Jeff agrees. Here come the Mets through center into the Canadian zone. Trying to rush it down low. That is swept off the stick by Duffett. Centering pass broken up by the Canadians again. Shot by the Mets. Hit Frostad. Frostad felt that one. Keeps on playing. Dollywall with the loose puck. Duffett in stride. Up to Frostad. Frostad coming up the right side. Dumped into the Met zone. Put to the right side for Richard. Puck taken into the corner by the Canadians. Centering pass broken up by the Mets. Richard keeps it in the zone though. Throws that into the left corner. Mets get it back. Here they come up the right side. Broken up at center by Heck. He moves the puck back to Turcotte. Turcotte left side to Ulrich. Ulrich has Schufelt on the right side. Schufelt, low shot. Saved by McCann, put over to the left side. Ulrich again at the point, keeps that in, sends that down low. Chopped loose, the Mets trying to move that in the near side. Ulrich walks it down. Gets it to Richard. Richard down low into the corner for Schufelt. Tries to center that, that's blocked. Put her hard around the boards. Turcotte keeps it in the right side, moves it down to Richard. Richard throws that towards the net. That shot is blocked. Mets move it down the ice, and they're going to take an icing call here. And we have 3:17 left in the second period. Face off right side. Did I say second period? I mean third period. Yeah, sorry. Puck put down the ice. Mets jump on it. Chipped away by Ulrich. Turcotte moves it up to West. West right side to Hoare. Hoare into the zone. Kept in by Turcotte. Moved down low for West. West comes to the left side. Here's Eagle. Rips one that hit a man. And McCann is able to find that quickly, hanging on to the puck. What happened to my all-time replay there? Bummer. Well, let's see if I can fix that quickly. Well, I got seconds to spare. Canadians keep the puck in the zone. Eagle down low for Thorwaldson. Put up the ice. Seattle coming in the right side. Simpson with it. Put back for West. West trying to rush that through the neutral zone. It hops off his stick. West knocks it back down though. Morris to Thorwaldson. Thorwaldson gets that into the Seattle zone. Seattle moves it out. Here they come into the Canadian zone on the left side. Real chance for them. Oh, there's a block save. Oh no, it went in. So, on the left side of the screen, the Mets rush that in. It's off the blocker and into the back of the net. And the Mets close the Canadiens' lead, now down to 2. So 4-2 for the Canadiens. I'll lean over and read the score clock here in just a second, but it looks like 2:59 left in the third period. Puck back into the Canadian zone. Kept in at the point. Comes off the glass. Battleport on the near side. And the refs are going to just blow this one down. Face off right side in the Canadian zone. Frostad takes the puck into the corner, gets that to Zahara. Larson bumps him off the puck. Left side, there's a shot. Webster with the save. Frostad chips that out to the neutral zone. Lewis picks it up for the Mets. Gets that back to the Canadian zone. Frostad goes left side to Duffett. Duffett walking through center with it. Tried to sweep that back to the left side. It's kicked out to the neutral zone where Yamniak cleans it up. Gets to Frostad. Frostad, hard shot on McCann. Here comes Saddle back into the Canadians. Nope, not into the Canadian zone. They're going to reset. Turcotte, left side for Ulrich. Ulrich for Burnett. Chipped into the Met zone. Back for it. Number 96, Bragg moves that to, no, that was Lewis, moves that over the near side. Mets regain puck control. Slap it in the near side. Rolls to the right side. Turcotte there. Ooh, big battle going right now. Mets have it. Back to the point. There's a shot blocked by Dollywall. Dollywall, one-on-one, back the other way against number 65, Osborne. There's a low shot. McCann with the pad save. Eagle keeps that in at the line. Moves that down to Dollywall. Dollywall with it. Kicking that loose. Back to Eagle. Eagle walking it down. There's a shot. Locked in traffic. Comes out to the neutral zone. Morris goes to the right side. Richard follows that up. Gets it deep into the Met zone. Mets move it around to the left side. Briefly cut off by Heck. Oh, and then sealed against the boards by Heck. Morris comes to help out. Kicks that loose for Richard. Richard is going to dump that into the right corner. Picked up by Perrin. Perrin to the right side. That's cut off by the Canadians. Morris. Put down low. Centering pass, that's broken up, but it comes back to Richard. That's high on McCann, and McCann's going to make the save there. Stopping play with 2. That's a hard one. 2:05 left in the third period. Face off right side in the Met zone. Mets win it. Back to the point for Eagle. Canadian Schufelt puts that in front. Couldn't quite reach up to it. McCann keeps it alive. Mets move that to the right side. Richard into the corner to try and dig it out. He's going to get some help from Heck. Heck with the puck. Behind the net, leaves that for Schufelt. Mets move that around the outside. Cut off at the point by Eagle. Delayed offside indicated. Schufelt not quite hearing it. Now he gets out of the zone. Seattle coming in to the Canadian zone. Low shot, Webster with the save. Rebound comes right back to Eagle. Eagle puts that off the glass out to the neutral zone. Thorlton finds the puck again, comes in, and we're gonna call offside here. Offside with 1 minute to go in the third period. Face off in the neutral zone on the right side of the screen. Seattle wins it and gets the puck back out to the neutral zone. Shot from Duffett right on to McCann, who steers that into the left corner. Seattle moves that around the boards to the right side. Here they come through center. Lost the handle of the puck. Frostad off the glass. Over to West. West to Duffett. Over to Frostad again. Frostad goes left side to Duffett. Duffett up the ice for Hoare. He stopped at the blue line. Turns, fires it in there, but Seattle's going to get that back out. Stolen back by Thorvaldson. Thorvaldson trying to walk it in. He's bumped off the puck. And the Mets put that into the Canadian zone. Frostad with it. Starting behind his own net. Going to the right side. Dumps that in. Goes back to the point. West tries to chase it up. Comes off the boards. Duffett shovels that in front. Seattle's going to hang on to that, take that into the corner, and there's the buzzer. In more of a feeling out game. Not going to say it wasn't for merit or anything, but it was not what we're expecting tomorrow. I think the teams are just going through the motions. Yep. Good job, Mr. Jeff Heck. So yeah, once again, Mr. Heck running the camera tonight. My name's Curtis Bykowski. Sorry, the team's doing their thing, and don't go far. I think we're gonna try and to get. We're gonna try and get Mr. Horror on the line here to see if we can do a post-game interview. No guarantees, folks, but let's stick around and see if we can make this work. So I'll try this one, just to keep you around. And off screen. Yeah, hang around, folks. Let's see if Andrew Horror and I can finally make this work. We've tried about 3 times this weekend. Yeah, you can cut that. That's fine. And Andrew's walking across the ice. Where are you, Mr. Horror? All right, we're still figuring this out. Review. No, let's leave that for a minute. Oh. Now you can unplug that. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, come on. Why is it not working?
Here with Max Frostad from CAC U16AA at the Austin Cup after a big semifinal win. Max, tell us about the game and your thoughts on what just transpired.
The boys were going off the start, played off a little bit at the end, but we worked hard overall, and it's a great game.
So tell me your first experience down here with your teammates in Texas, United States of America. What's that experience been like for you?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I'd say the food's pretty good. Tournament's great. Guys are good. Hotel's fun. Everything's great.
So what are some of the things your guys are focused on that you can take away from this game to get you ready for tomorrow's final against Seattle?
I'd say get some sleep, get a good breakfast in, warm up good, and play some football.
All right. And then, Max, tell me one more thing. What have you guys been learning and working on this tournament that's going to help you guys in the playoffs to get back to Edmonton and Canada in the next weeks?
Learn how to pass hit, kind of play off hockey, compare.
Thanks, Max. Good luck in tomorrow's final.
Hey, I'm on the question before you. Fuck it, hey!
We're here with Eric Thorvaldson from CAC U16AA. Eric, tell us about the game here and what you thought of the big win in the semifinal.
I don't know. I thought it was a good win. I thought we dominated for most of the game, but we play them again tomorrow, so we never know what to expect. They could come out hard, but we're going to come out harder. We're going to bring them again.
So, Eric, tell me, what are some of the things you guys want to do a little bit better to help yourselves get to that final and get yourself over the hump and win the Austin Cup?
I don't know. Just got to get a good warm-up in, like Gabe's been saying. I don't know. We're just going to give it our all, play like we've been playing, and we'll be good.
So tell me, Eric, this is probably your first tournament down in Texas, the United States. What are some of the things you've loved about being down here in the South?
Oh, I love the weather. It's so much better than Edmonton here. It's so much warmer. I don't know. Our hotel's awesome. The group of boys is just great, and we're having a lot of fun.
Awesome. So, and last question, is there a couple of things that your team is working on to help you get to the next level in playoffs when you get back to Edmonton and Canada?
Yeah, we're just getting to that level now. Start it with this final game tomorrow, and then build on it from there. Last 3 games of regular season, then we'll be ready for playoffs.
And what do you want to say to all the grandparents and parents back in Canada before tomorrow's final?
I don't know. Thanks for watching, I guess, if you can, and bring back gold to you guys.
All right. Good luck tomorrow, Eric.
Thank you.
All right, we got 2 more to go here, folks. Looks like we're going to get... Just waiting for another body to come out of the dressing room.
Like it's fucking skin day. It's not my bad. Hey. Yeah, no. Look. Yeah, your neck. Don't drop your head. Here's the arm. Rusty's in the shower, so Santi wants to go. Rusty's in the shower.
Santi's coming. Oh yeah. Oh Rossi, post-game coach interview.
Come on.
I swear Sarah, we got an interview here.
And you better on that.
Hang on here. Which
Get
one?
in. Just get in there.
We're here with assistant coach Austin Rossman from CAC U16AA. Austin, tell me about the game and your thoughts on how the boys played.
I thought they came out not bad to start the first. They came out good physicality. As the game went on, they moved the puck well. Big theme the whole weekend. They've moved the puck well all 4 games so far. So we'll see if we can keep it up. Big gold medal game.
So one of the things obviously is a little bit unique about this tournament is you got to play the semifinal and now you're going to play the exact same team in the final, Austin. So is there any things you want to get the boys to change up for tomorrow's final?
I think we keep it pretty much the same. Keep capitalize on our chances a little better. Keep our sticks on the ice and take it to them again. I thought we played really well. Moved the puck. We got the speed. We got the tenacity. It's ours to lose at this point. So we're going to bring home the gold here.
So Austin, tell me, this is most likely your first chance to get down to the United States in a tournament. What are 2 things that you remember most? Dutch Brothers, coffee, or riding the bull in downtown Austin? And which one is your favorite?
I'm going to have to say Dutch Brothers Coffee because riding the bull is going to stay in the room what happened that night.
Okay. Any last words for everybody watching at home, the fans, the grandparents, the parents before tomorrow's final?
Thank you for your support. We're going to bring it home for you and bring the gold back on the plane tomorrow.
Thank you. Austin Rossman, ladies and gentlemen.
Our audience is not that good.
We're here with Santiago Enriquez Gomez after tonight's CAC victory in the semifinal. Santi, tell us, what did you think of tonight's semifinal game?
I think it was really good. We came out flying, and we just played really good overall.
So, Santi, is this your first time in the United States in a tournament? I think it is. what are some of the things you've liked most about playing down here in Texas with your teammates?
I think there's just so many things to do, and like all like the teams and like all the people and like the different traditions they do, like the prayers on the ice. I think that's pretty cool.
So, Santi, you got to play the exact same team tomorrow that you just played tonight. Obviously, you're going to come out a little bit hungrier and a little bit more prepared for you guys. What are some of the things that you guys are going to do to be ready for tomorrow's final?
I think we're just gonna like wake up early, get like dialed, and like come out like how we came out today, like fast and like really like hard on punts.
And just individually, it's been really great watching you play this year, Santi. What are a couple of things that you feel are your strongest attributes to your game?
I feel like my passing's pretty good, and I feel like I can lay the body sometimes.
And for everybody watching at home, including your mom and all your family, what do you like to say to them before tomorrow's final?
Then we're gonna come out and get the gold.
All right. Thanks, Santi. Enriquez Gomez. We're here with Captain Carson Eagle after tonight's semifinal win. Carson, tell me what you thought of the game.
It's pretty good. We laid the bod, got shots on net, and came out with a big win.
Awesome. So tomorrow you got to play the exact same team. Is there some things that you think you need to do better than today to work on to win that final?
Honestly, I thought we had a great game today. Got shots on net, laid the bod, as I just said.
Okay, so you've been down here for about 3 or 4 days. Carson, tell me, what are some of the funnest things you've done as a group here down in Texas playing hockey?
Today we went to a barbecue. It's pretty awesome.
And what did you like most about the barbecue?
We ate a lot. It was really good food.
Awesome. So, Carson, just for tomorrow, is there other things that you guys have done in this tournament you think will help you in the playoffs when you get back to Edmonton?
Just playing hard, moving the puck around, and yeah, that's all I got.
Anything you want to say to all the fans of CAC back in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada?
Love you, Dad. Love you, Mom.
All right. Well, good luck tomorrow, Carson. All the best.
Thank you.